Ahoy, crew. It's hot. It's stuffy. I just finished scarfing down like an entire package of freeze-dried noodles and did I mention it's Monday? And we're gonna get started with a little bit of graphic arts today as I want to do some modifications that'll later improve our streams in the future. So we're gonna jump right in with our very lazy screen cap overlay, because this way you can see a lot more of what I'm doing while I sit idly in the way. I don't know, whatever. Hey, look, you guys are here to either learn, follow along, or have a good time. Either way, I love ya, and you know this. So, the other day, I was just chilling out. Well, chilling is not the word for it. I was basically doing a bunch of different errands and I needed something listenable, and I ran into the coolest chiptunes artist, Fabulous Reindeer. So I had been jamming to Fabulous Reindeer's tunes for quite the weekend while getting lots of things done, including lifting 1,000-pound motorcycle. I helped with having it hauled about a good 10 miles. So yeah, that was fun. That being said, oh my god, my arms. But that being said, I'm okay and I'm here. Your captain has arrived. So here's what we're gonna do. First, I am going to crank these tunes down ever so slightly, or more so, I'll do it on my side so you guys can still enjoy the jams. And then we're going to open up another tab, and here's why. I am looking for some tutorials I ran into, so I got to kind of hunt them down. And I'm going to ask you to bear with me while I do that, okay? So pay attention only to my fancy computer desk while I do magical searching powers. Woo! Blah, 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 blah. Library. Oh, this is a fire song. Hey, did you guys see my Genshin Impact gameplay? That was really fun, and I'm getting ready to do some more like it. One thing I'm doing is cutting up the Kali stuff and posting that as its own video. The other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be effectively... Ooh, this sounds so good, too. Aha! I found the YouTuber I was looking for. The other thing I'm going to be doing is playing Tower of Fantasy. There has been a really, really nasty, I guess, back and forth between Genshin fans and ToF fans. And what I think is happening here is that Tower of Fantasy has relied on being blatant about showing off what they're capable of doing in a light that directly compares it to Genshin. So I don't really think that they're really attacking anybody anywhere, although there have been conversations about plagiarism showing up, and I do believe that's a little heavy to be talking about. But nonetheless, I sort of, on some level, want to give it a chance. I want to see it because it looks like a game that isn't easy to replicate. And I'm going to be like this. When Genshin first came out, people attacked. I am adjusting my microphone because it's just complex. We're going to go back to this screen here. Nope, not this one. Haven't used that in forever. I am petting Palkia too. Okay, I am bad at this apparently. Okay, so when people started talking about Genshin Impact, they were calling it a ripoff of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So before we jump into the 3D model stuff, I might as well just kind of I don't know, maybe do a quick trailer of Tower of Fantasy so you can see what to expect for Friday. So we'll do that. Hey, there's my ship. So let's see. Tower of Fantasy trailer. Let's just see what they have going. Sorry, fabulous reindeer. I love you, though. Okay, we've got 3 different choices here. And you know what? Ooh. Oh, somebody went there. Okay. Yeah. We'll do this.
We have crossed the galaxy and arrived at Ida to build a new
Okay, so traveling. Except it's sci-fi.
We claim to be the new god.
Talk of gods.
Have built the Tower of Fantasy.
Okay.
Raving omnium, just like the
Well, it's shiny. It's very HD.
What is unstable?
But some of these shots feel like they were dead ass ripped from anime, yes, but you know what? Inspiration is how we do things, you know? So, yeah, it's got the graphical vibe of Genshin, but it handles itself differently from what I can tell. For one thing, you can make your own custom character, which I think is pretty cool. And then your character actually can be a platform for 3 different weapons, as I understand it. So, at the end of the day, it's already differentiating itself. And when you see what kind of work we're about to do today, you might get some interesting insight on how much attention to detail, how much effort, how much work it takes to design a game, and why plagiarism is just not worth it. So, we can't really say this is plagiarism based off of what we're seeing here. We could see cut pieces of like all sorts of inspirations and styles, but I'm not gonna call the plagiarism bell early, and I would have to see something that is like literally a shot for shot poisonous ripoff. So, you know, I don't really think there's anything wrong here at first glance, which is why I'm giving it a try. I think it's gonna be fun. So here's what we've got. Ooh, I love Kingdom Hearts. I'm sorry. Yeah, we might get that going one day. Anyway, so here's what's going on. We are going to take a look at this Unity tutorial by Gabriel Aguiar. Specifically this one. And here's why. What we want to do is learn how to create effects that just simply function inside of Unity. So for example, these 2 tutorials alone could create a situation where I could summon my magical sword and then strike an object with it, because I can take the knowledge I gain from this and just use it to metamorphose my own like concepts, which is kind of related to what I'm talking about with Genshin and with Tower of Fantasy. You get where I'm going with this? Like, I'm not trying to defend anybody. That's not a thing. What I am trying to say here is that game dev is a little bit complex and intense. So if you're borrowing like a style from someone, if you did the work from the ground up yourself to present what you have, then you aren't stealing their work. That's why we had an entire generation of first-person shooters get so popular, because everybody had the same like style, and they just, you know, all started to look the same, but they were not plagiarizing, you know?
Welcome back to Gabriel Abroad. Today I'm going to show you how to create electricity with Unity shader graph and how to use it inside VFX
Okay,
graph.
so it sounds like this time around we're going to be inside of Unity. So one of the first things I'm going to do is check to see if I have the right version before we even talk about creating a project. With Unity, you have a system that effectively sits back and kind of compartmentalizes itself based off of the different install versions that you have. So what I'm going to do is see what the most friendly version of the install is here. Ooh, he has courses? Me gusta. Okay. So I'm not seeing a recommended version here. So I'm going to use the version I'm comfortable with, which is, until somebody, kicks me in the butt for it, it's going to probably be version, let me take a peek. Because of course my screen resizes itself when I take it off one side. Yeah, thanks. Okay. Let's see. I prefer 2023-14. Yep. Because it's the newest version I downloaded, but also I did not care to download more beyond that. So what we'll do is we will start a new project, because that's always readily the same. And I'm pulling it off the screen for a moment just to kind of make sure we're, getting a file type that we want here, or maybe hiding my name. Okay, let's see. So let's see. We're gonna hide this in the broke backup mountain, and we're gonna stock this in the Gundam section underneath the, let's see, you know what, instead of the Gundam section, let's put it inside of the Tutorial Haven. Yes, I have made up a folder on the fly called Tutorial Haven. Yes, so we will go ahead and choose that as our folder, and we are going to name the program. Yes, my backup is called Broke Backup Mountain. Anyway, we are going to name the project Energy Ball Tutorial. And now let us find out what the heck type of project he's utilizing. I imagine this is going to be a 3D one, but we might as well.
How to create these electric orbs, or even how to possibly use this electricity shader with an object such as a character. This project is possible thanks to my patrons, and it's available there in my Patreon page, as well as many other assets that you can use in your games. Links in the description. So without further ado,
and if you guys want to follow along with this on your own time, I'm dropping this in chat right now. Boop. Boop. There we go. So, what would you like, sir?
And I am using Unity 2020.3.16 with the universal render pipeline.
So we're close enough.
And in the package manager, I have also installed Visual Effect Graph and Shader Graph. And by the way, make sure you go to Edit, and in Preference, in Visual Effects, you turn on Experimental Operators / Blocks.
Okay, so first off, it looks like he has a setup here that requires Visual Effects Graph, and looks like he also had, what was that other thing he grabbed? I think it was the Shader Graph. Okay. I am watching this at what quality? We're going to have to do 480p if we want it at the right speed. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Hey, computer. What are you doing? Computer. Let's talk about computer. Computer. What did I tell you about sugar before dinner? Okay? It'll ruin your appetite. Tisk. Okay. I realize I'm being weird today. It's because I'm kind of low on sleep. Yeah. Work was fun. Work was very fun. I've also been kind of burning both sides of the candle because I've been doing an editing project, and editing is time consuming and cruel. No matter what you're doing, even if it's just cutting clips up, you are still going to need to do some finessing and finagling. And every time your brain says, I should do this, you've just added like 2 to 3 hours to your suffering. Because what feels like a 5-minute edit is always going to turn into a 2 to 3 hour nightmare in some way. Yeah, it's doing the things. So we're just going to wait for the scene to import. And you know what? We're going to jump ahead and just watch.
You can use shader graph with VFX graph. And we are going to create something similar to this. So we want to start with the shader for the electricity itself. So with right click in a folder, let's go to create any shader. We want to start with a blank shader graph. We can call it electricity shader and double click to open it up. I'm going to move the window to around here. And well, first thing we need is to tell it which target we are going to use with the graph inspector. In this version we can select visual effect. And then we can say it's an lit.
I like
really
how
matters
he says
here
visual.
is that we have the base color and the alpha input in the fragment
Visual
function of the shader. From here, since it's a procedurally generated electricity, we can press spacebar. And as you can see, we have a procedural section and we have noise, which is super useful. We can pick the simple noise, it's the one that will look best with the electricity.
So we're going to take it back again because I need to see which plugins he had installed.
We want to start with the shader for the electricity itself, and I am using Unity 2020.3.16 with the universal render pipeline.
Okay.
And in the package manager I have also installed visual effect graph and shader graph.
So first order of business, we're going to do visual effects graph and shader graph. So what you do is you go up into the components, and then I believe the package manager is located under, is it miscellany? This is what happens when you don't do things for a while, but it's okay. We're going to find it. Assets, that's what it was. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our packets manager open. Let's see. Okay. And I want packets. View in package manager. Okay, so that's there, but where is my package manager, please? Select dependencies, refresh, export package, import package. So no, not what I'm looking for. Okay, Windows. Can I get a package manager? Oh, duh. Okay, I'm dumb. So this is what you're in store for. You're gonna watch me go herder during most of this, but I promise, I am cut out for this shiznit. That being said, I need to move this, and it won't let me. I'm like picky about its position. Okay, let's see here. So what we need right now is JetBrains Writer Editor. What? Who? What is this? Okay, I'm not even gonna ask. We're here for the effects shader. So visual effects graph. Okay, I believe that's it. Install. And then the other thing we need is shader graph. We need to install that. Install. Oh, why can't I install it? Am I busy with this? Yeah, I'm busy with this. So we're gonna go ahead and just stare at the video again and just see if I did it right.
2020.3.16 with the universal render pipeline, and in the package manager I have also installed visual effect graph and shader graph. And by the way, make sure you go to edit, and in preference in visual effects you turn on experimental operators / blocks, so you can use shader graph with VFX graph.
Okay, interesting. So I have to make sure those two can talk to each other. That's important. Yay, it's happening. It's happening. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, got to follow my rainbow. Yes, okay, yes. I wonder why you feel the need to auto-generate lighting at a time like this when I'm downloading packets, when there's no terrain on the screen. Unity, can we talk about this? I heard you were into NFTs. I heard that was happening, and I gotta tell you, like, shame on you, Unity. Don't do the NFT thing. NFTs are bad, okay? Okay. Okay. So we got that installed. The next thing we're gonna do is we are going to grab the shader graph. And hey, I already have the shader graph. It's up to date apparently. Okay, cool. And then I believe there is a setting I have to turn on to let them talk to each other. So let's go back to the widget. And let's see here. He said to go to shortcuts.
Edit and preference.
Not shortcuts. I'm like, why shortcuts?
16 with the universal render pipeline, and in the package manager I have also installed visual effect graph and shader graph. And by the way, make sure you go to edit, and in preference in visual effects you turn on experimental operators / blocks.
Okay,
so you can
got it. That being said, let's do it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we are going to go into edit, and we're gonna go into preferences, and let's see, he had it under shader graph. Nope, visual effects. What was he set to? General. Auto refresh, load previous one, startup. You know what? I need to look again. I'm not ashamed. I'm a dingus. I know this.
render pipeline, and in the package manager
no 1080p. We're trying to stream here. I understand though.
manager I have also installed visual effect graph and shader graph. And by the way, make sure you go to edit, and in preference in
visual effects. That's what it was. I should have remembered that because I like the way he says visual. Experimental operators and blocks. Go away now. And go away now. All right, now that we've done that, we are pretty much set up to go. So let's see what he wants us to do. It's time to do the magic.
Visual effects you turn on experimental operators / blocks, so you can use shader graph with VFX graph. And we are going to create something similar to this. So we want to start with the shader for the electricity itself. So with right click in a folder, let's go to create any shader. We want to start with a blank shader graph. We can call it electricity shader and double click to open it up.
Okay, so I need to make sure that it's actually associated in the project. So when I go over to my hierarchy here, I am going to go to create. And what we're going to do is create a visual effect. That should be a blank shader. Isn't that how that works? Okay, so I think we've already determined that we need to go back into components, or Windows, excuse me, and we're going to have to go into Packet Manager, and we need to take a look at Shader Graph and make sure that it is incorporated in the project. So that's there, and then, now the samples itself are just procedural patterns. I don't think we want to import that. So then the next thing we're going to look at is our visual effects graph. And so, I guess we do. Well, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We break it, we break it. Watch me break this really fast. Okay, so that has been added. I don't think it was supposed to go that way because it has its own asset folder for some odd reason. But hey, we're riding this train. We are. Import to project. Make it happen. Let's go. All right. So now that we've done that, it has been done. Okay, so let's try again. Can we create a shader now? 3D object, 2D object, 3D object. How about effects? Okay. So what did you do the shader under, monsieur?
Move the window to around here. We want to start with the shader for the electricity itself. So with right click in a folder, let's go to create any shader. We want to start with a blank shader graph. We can call it.
Okay, so it gets its own. Wait a minute, was that not his? All right, so with Unity, you can move your panels and panes around, and so I assumed this was his hierarchy, but this actually looks more like his project folder. So what's he doing?
Go to create any shader. We want to start with a blank shader graph.
Folder create
We can call it
shader.
electricity shader and double click to open it up. I'm gonna move the
Okay.
window.
So let's go ahead and do that, and here we go. Yeah, there we are. All right, so assets. We're gonna go inside of our assets folder. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna create a shader. That's what we'll do. So create shader, and yeah, short attention span.
To around here, and well, first thing we need is to. We want to start with the shader for the electricity itself. So with right click in a folder, let's go to create any shader. We want to start with a blank shader graph. We can call it electricity shader and double click
Blank
to open
shader
it up.
graph. That was the important part. Okay, blank shader graph. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna create a shader, and where's our blank shader graph? Unlit graph, PBR graph, VFX graph, sub graph, ray tracing computer, image effect shader, unlit shader. How about, okay, so we don't have a blank shader graph. So what do you mean? Maybe there are version differences? That's also a thing with Unity? Like, imagine that. You're currently trying to create the wind effect on the palm of Lumine for her very first skill, but what can't you do right now? figure out one setting. So specifies blank shader graph.
We want to start with the shader for the electricity itself. So with right click in the folder, let's go to create any shader. We want to start with a blank shader graph. We can
Okay, so what if you don't have one of those?
call it electricity shader and double click to open it up. I'm gonna move the window to around here.
Okay, so we're still gonna try, of course. So we open it up, we go ahead and we create a shader, and then supposedly there's a blank shader graph. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to check the Google to see if maybe there's something I'm missing here. So let's see. Yeah. Well, at first I'm gonna just create an electrical orb, but at some point I'm going to try to create other effects that are very similar to the electricity and maybe use those as visual effects to apply to objects. So you could have like a super powered weapon that glows with the power of wind or fire or electricity. So there's that for now. I'm just currently trying to figure out why it is I cannot see the blank visual effects graph that needs to be pulled. So I think I'm gonna be ghetto and see if the standard version works, because I know that when version differences happen, they usually like change the names of things arbitrarily to make developers mad. That's totally a thing. I don't think they do it on purpose for that, but hey, here we are. So we're going to create shader and it's supposed to be a blank effect graph. So I guess what we'll do is we're going to, how about visual effects? Visual effects graph. Okay. Let's do that and see what happens. Okay. It hated me instantly. All right. So we're going to try again. Because, again, we already have the package installed. What I want to do is get a shader that is a blank effects shader, and because I don't really see this blank effects shader, I guess the only thing I can do is take a crack at a standard image effects shader. Let's do that. Okay, so I wonder what happens when I do that. He had a graph screen already that was really interesting. So I'm wondering, with this shader graph, how do we open this to see what we need to see? Okay. So yeah, sure, that's just a script. Okay. I appreciate the script. Go away, script. But I need to see what the graph is. Hidden new image effect shader, import settings, texture, non-map, modifiers. Okay. Let's see.
And well, first thing we need is to tell it which target we are going to use with the graph inspector.
So there's a graph
In this
inspector.
version we can select, we want to start with the shader for the electricity itself. So with right click in the folder, let's go to create any shader. We want to start with a blank shader graph. We can call it electricity shader.
Okay. This is irking me. Here we go. Let's find it. Unity 3D effect shader cannot find blank shader graph. Because, yeah, that's also part of it. Shader graph option missing. I am either blind or I'm missing some project option or something that makes the create shader graph option available. Or is it because this feature is available only in Unity Pro? Same problem. To resolve, clone or download this repo. Open it as a project to get access to the shader graph. It's not a built-in thing? Huh. So they had a whole ass conversation about, like, it not being naturally incorporated. As of Unity 2018.1 official release, you can/should use Package Manager. That can be found in the window. Okay, no shit. Alright, render pipelines.core, shader graph, render pipelines.lightweight. FYA, shader graph only works for lightweight render pipelines at the present. Oh, I was missing that. Okay, lovely. So what I need is the render pipelines assets. Okay, so let me make sure I have the right version of his pipelines. So guess what? We're going further back in the past of his video. So I'm gonna just kind of have reindeer play in the background. Yeah, so now we have that in the background.
This project is possible thanks to my patrons, and it's available there in my Patreon page, as well as many other assets that you can use in your games. Links in the description.
Yes.
So without further ado, let's jump right into it and let's see how we can create electricity. And I am using Unity 2020.3.16 with the Universal Render Pipeline.
Universal Render Pipeline. Okay, so let's go ahead and look for that. Alrighty, so you. Yes, you. Be gone. You do not exist anymore. Okay, so Windows, Packet Manager, and Universal Render Pipeline. Okay, found it. That's probably why I was having trouble. Like, right when you're working on this stuff, it's very easy to just get that urge to like go do something else. I swear, like I am just daydreaming about doing my dailies in Genshin Impact, and that's not gonna happen at the moment because I have a very stinky litter box next to me that is dulling my thoughts. And the only reason it's so stinky at this point is because somehow they have defeated the litter early. And when I say early, I mean to say you can scoop a litter box, right? And then it doesn't stink anymore, right? Well, they found a way to permeate each and every grain of sand with pure hatred. And in doing so, they've created an abyss swamp where no matter how much I scoop, it cannot be cured. So I'm going to bleach blast the litter box tonight, and then I'm going to turn around and fill it up with fresh litter that is Arm & Hammer protected. So yeah, I'm still busy even after I'm done with this. So I said, okay, I gotta get this kind of squared off. Let's get the tutorial done. All right, let us try again. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna make a new thingy. We're gonna go to our shader and is there standard surface shader, unlit shader, image effect shader, computer shader, ray tracing shader, 2D render. unlit graph, PBR graph, PBR particle. Where's my blank effects graph? All right, here's what we'll do. We will go ahead and close, and then we're gonna reopen, because maybe it just didn't stick. Also, you, yes, you, Inkscape, we're not using you right now. Well, hello there. Okay, energy ball tutorial, Mesomerio. Thank you, reindeer. I appreciate the music. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it takes me hours to get around to this, so I am rushing myself a little, and that's only because it's like I don't have enough time in the week to get this done. I could use a pure, just silent day of no one calling me, no one asking me of things, but it is only natural for these things to happen when you're a captain of a ship. It just works that way. So don't be mad at the people who depend on you. Instead, get back by giving them more tasks. I'm kidding. Okay, so I still don't see what we're looking for. So I do have the universal pipeline editor now. So I'm not really sure what's going on. Let's head back over to our package manager. And I wonder if it was something I did. We've got universal pipeline.
And in the package manager, I have also installed visual
Okay.
effect graph and shader graph. And by the way, make sure you go to edit, and in preference, in visual effects you turn on experimental operators / blocks, so you can use shader graph with
Okay.
VFX graph. And we are going to create something similar to this. So we want to start with the shader for the
Okay,
electricity.
so I do have all three components. We have the shader graph. We have the visual effects graph. And we have the universal pipeline editor. Where is it? Universal RP. Okay. Yeah, universal render pipeline. Okay, so I am now going to see here if maybe I need to reset preferences again. So let's see, render pipeline, generate shader includes universal render pipeline. What is this? Upgrade project materials to universal pipeline. Oh, those are cool. Okay, so preferences. So it does allow that. Okay. Okay. What about shader graph? Okay, so there's nothing really like odd here that's throwing me off. I'm not sure why it's not here. So let's see if there's any other details I can glean from this. Shader graph, render pipelines.core, render pipelines.lightweight. Unity package manager. There's a manifest.json. We're not going into all that. Let's go. Blank shader graph option missing. Any way to fix it? I swear to Bob, if I have to like download an entire thingy for this, I'm gonna rage. We're gonna play Genshin. That's how that goes. Okay, so it takes me right back to where I was. I want wanted to fiddle around with the shader graphs, trying to see how much my Blender experience was worth in it. Okay. Only works on URP or HDRP projects. That's due to the change in Unity 2021.2, which is currently in beta, choosing a different starting template when you create a project or switch to URP HDRP manually. Oh. So the version I chose was just rude? Is that what you're telling me? But I am 2 whole versions above. That should be fixed. Okay. So, let's see the conversation. 4 replies. Best answer. Was having the same problem. To resolve, clone or download this repo and open it as a project to get access to shader graph. That's garbage. Manually reassign them to all projects. You can also add it to your existing project by just copying the folders from the Git repo zip into the root folder of your project. Beware though that this will kick out all of your old materials and you'll have to manually switch them from standard to lightweight pipeline standard as well. Okay. So I'm actually, yeah. Okay. Sometimes you just have those days where you just like do too much and you get fried. So I'm caving. I'm gonna do the thing that I do when I'm frustrated. I'm gonna beat up some hilichurls. Anybody else wanna watch me beat up some hilichurls? I'm irritated. I'm just irritated. Because I literally am going to have to do this off stream. Because this is going to be fiddling around inside of my files to fix it. And while I'm generally okay with that, I am not in the mood. I'm going to beat up some hilichurls on Genshin Impact. We're gonna play some Genshin because I'm officially at stress max, and so we need to decrease it by beating its face in with Kali. We're gonna edit the stream info. When in doubt, smack a hilichurl. Genshin Impact. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna go ahead and do that. Yep. And we're gonna probably not do the Blender 3D today just because, like, if my brain is having trouble with something that I usually just dive into like it's nothing, then I'm probably not good for it today, you know? So, yeah, handsome captain from space. Genshin Impact. Inazuma. Wishes. Primo Gems. Hey, what? I need, like, people, okay? Lol. Alrighty, let's see. Well, hi there, Blender. Are you trying to just haunt me? Go away. I think it's because I spent the weekend editing. Hey, look at that. Tower of Fantasy. And also, more editing stuff. Ugh, gosh. I am out of it today. I just know. Just know today. Go away. I need a vacation. I just had a vacation. I need a vacation. But let me say though, I've been having a lot of fun learning how to ride a motorcycle. That's been a nice consolation. Every time I get on the bike, I feel like I am releasing a massive ball of tension. And, like, I don't know. It's like I feel like the day I am ready to get on a full speed proper like huge bike, big boy bike that doesn't go 25 to 30, that's going to be exciting. I'll be ready by then, cuz then it doesn't really matter what speed I'm going, cuz it's just driving at that point. So the biggest thing that is hard with motorcycles is getting used to the gear shifting and the clutch, because they're manual transmission. So with manual transmission, as we all know, you pay attention to your RPM. You get it into a certain range, and once it hits that certain range, you're exactly where you want to be. But here's the catch. When you're switching gears, you're basically having your motor kind of back off and say, okay, I need to change this gear to that gear. So you can't accelerate during it. You actually have to decelerate but stay in your RPM range. Then you hit your clutch, which effectively like releases things. And then once you've hit your clutch, you can do the gear shift and then shift into the gear you're headed to. Then at that point, you release the clutch and accelerate to kind of hit that average RPM range you're looking for. So that's easy to do on a car. It's much harder to do on a motorcycle, because you're doing this when you're going like 40 miles an hour to 60 miles an hour. So the training bike I'm riding on doesn't have a clutch because it only has one gear, and that gear is fast. And so, like, it's not terrible or anything, but you know what? I might as well give you the gameplay overlay so you guys can at least, I don't know, see it while I blah. This is the one. Okay, cool. And hey, YouTube, be quiet. Yeah. I am definitely needing some time with these hilly trails. Yeah. Genshin load faster. Shameful admittance. I do IT work, so I am always like on the phone all day now. And I sit back and I solve people's electronics problems with some actual efficiency, I have to throw in there. And so I find myself dealing sometimes with folks who need things to be repeated slowly to them. And talking slower and breaking down objects is something I can do kind of without my hands. So once I've finished writing my notes and we start to figure out how to troubleshoot a device over the phone, I will literally load up Genshin and mess with my stats. So half the time while you're getting your thing fixed, I'm fixing my characters. So I actually did sit back and take some time to power up a character named Chanling. I do not have enough materials to push her to her level 50 cap, but I have discovered that she had another constellation I didn't even know was there, called Oil Meets Fire. The last attack in a normal attack sequence applies the implode status onto the opponent for 2 seconds. An explosion will occur once this duration ends, dealing 75% of AoE or Changling's attack as AoE pyro damage, which is totally righteous because it's like, hey, I'm gonna smack you and you're gonna light on fire, which is so much better than her skill itself. Oh, I need these. But yeah, that's the thing about Genshin is it's very grindy when it comes to collecting materials to level up. But aside from that, the adventures can be really fascinating. Like, I am currently trying to solve a problem on an island that is covered by a perpetual fog. I am chasing down some, I guess, feathers of a type of Quetzalcoatl-like thunderbird. And this Quetzalcoatl-like thunderbird actually has the ability to clear the fog. And for whatever reason, I am just standing here while I'm adjusting my volume. Just whatever. Hey, no, please no. Ouch, that was my face. Okay, let's try that again. Eh? Yeah, stay still. Yes, I mean, I don't care. Okay, we're going this way. Come here. You know you want to. Haha. And now we heal. Let's go. See, I needed dopamine. That's what I needed. This is dopamine. Look, if you're ever frustrated about something, just pound it out on your enemies in a video game. Don't yell at anybody. They don't deserve it ever. They literally don't. And I've seen people who do not understand this premise. I swear, it's like, I don't even think there would be wars if we knew not to do that one basic thing. Because, honestly, the only reason people argue with each other is because they're uncomfortable with something. You know? And it's that lack of acceptance and paying attention that causes us to go further and further down the deep end, and then suddenly we all turn into these, like, horrible souls, like a certain Donaldo. The chump. Ha! Oh, implode? Did it happen? I don't care, you're on fire. You like it. Haha. Okay. Alright, so that's done. Still haven't figured out what those are for. And I see another electroculi. So Zipzo, have you had any questions about how Genshin works, or just like gameplay or anything of that nature? Use a stone slate to attempt to decipher the text. I see, so I need to track a stone slate down. A number of them, I imagine. Is that what's going on here? This is the Chirai Shrine. So where am I getting these stone slates? I guess we'll start with climbing. Okay. So there's places to dig. Okay, we dig. You know, I've enjoyed this dungeon. This dungeon is interesting. It's not like one of those dungeons where you sit back and you go, hey, I've walked into a special area and now there is no outside world. No, this is built into the overworld. I've not gone into an official dungeon. It's just built this way. Which is really cool when you think about it, because, like, Breath of the Wild doesn't really have that. Or, no, I take that back. It does. Never mind. I'm wrong. Because there are ways to enter, like, the Iga clan temple and things like that. So there are, like, places that are a little special. But it's not quite to the point of, like, haha, I blocked it. Not to the point where you feel like you're finding something exciting and hidden. Like, the last time I felt that way was the first time I saw the Kokiri Forest, which was nice, because we got to see old Deku Tree, which is nice. You like it. Fun fact, when things are on fire and you hit them with lightning, they explode. Yeah. And it's vice versa. I missed Xiangling. She's actually a surprisingly good fighter. It's just her skill's a little bit you know? Okay, cool. We just opened a door. What's in here? Oh, you're not friendly. You're another field tiller. Okay. Let's make it explosive. Let's just do that. Let's just be rude. Just non-stop boom boom. I do appreciate that that skill kicks in when it does. And I'm not having this. There we go. That's our team medic. We are mad underground though. That is a thing. I see your eye. See that eye again. Okay. You can do that. Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna just wait for you to be done. I learn. Ouch. Slightly. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, world join request. Ooh. Oh, nope. Ah, we have a person now. That just happened. Yeah, sweet. Does that interrupt my quest? Hello there. Okay. I hope it doesn't interrupt my quest. And let's go ahead and answer said statement. I actually don't know how to chat with controller. Hey, controls. Controls? Here, let's just... Is it select? There it is. Okay. Haha. Okay. Meow. Let's see. Elemental sight should help me find what I'm looking for at this point. I don't think it went this way. So, I think I just went in a massive circle and have not found what I'm looking for. I feel like I have been gypped. So I guess I'm going back in here. And I guess they're going on a killing spree. So now I'm just stuck with 2 people. I need to feed my sweet Kecking. Because Kecking is best girl and most people love Kecking. Because Kecking is amazing. And if I'm going to run Kecking, then party-wise, the smartest thing I can do is... We're gonna change to... I suppose I am going to have to start using Barbara at this point, because Barbara is my medic, and she can do a lot of damage by herself, as long as Kecking lights them up first. So, what we are doing is figuring out this dungeon puzzle. And I guess I have a friend request now. Yeah, sure. Why not? Oh, did that accept it? Did it work? It did. Okay, so maybe the stone tablets are not the solution to this puzzle, but I know that I got dragged in here for some odd reason. So I'm going to backtrack a little and try to figure out what I missed here. Because there is something with this place. And while I'm at it, let's actually kick on that elemental site for a second and see if I can see the clue I need here. Because I'm looking for a purple trail of light that should have... Oh, okay. We just went all the way down. Okay, fine, thanks. Yeah, there should be a purple trail of light that I can see with my elemental sight that should represent where these feathers went. And of course, they're rocking like Kujo-Sara and Yai Miko, so that's cool. That's really cool. Those are drops I wanted. I got all the good Liyue drops, though. Alright, so the feathers went in here. That's the last place I saw those feathers. Do I need to re-trigger that feather quest or something? You know what? I bet you because I'm in co-op mode, I am gonna have trouble. So I will bid my good new friend adieu as we return to single player. Because I will hang out with them at some point. It's a fun game. It really is. Now, let's see if I can see it now. Alright, I still don't see anything. I need to know where this went. So we took care of these. Oh, hi guys. Really? We're not doing this right now. Look, I have a big sword, okay? Why does your stomach hurt, honey? What is the matter? I really don't know where I'm going this time around. It's like, okay, let me first reactivate the quest, make sure that's a thing. We were in a world quest for a particular author. Okay, so now that we were doing that, what was supposed to happen was I was supposed to see some kind of clue as to where the heck my feathers went. Okay, there is a hole over there, but there's also a hole over here. And I swear I was just in there. But, I mean, we got 3 different holes here, so let's figure this out. Okay. I said elemental sight, please. Okay. Nothing obvious. I mean, I had a lot of hope in this. Oh. But you know what? Look at that. I've seen that. A floating thing. Open. Open what? Use item. Use star-shaped gem to light up the star-shaped picture on the mural. Well, I don't have that. There's a lot going on this island. Maybe there's more to this place than meets the eye. I mean, there's an entire country out there called Conruya that apparently got annihilated. And I guess whatever happened there was so intense that no one has a good recollection of it for 500 some odd years in the Genshin universe. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that's going to be where our final showdown is with the unnamed deity. That's what I suspect. But for now, we're currently on Inazuma. And so that's only country number 3 out of 4. Now, what do I need this spelled out to me? I am too basic for this mess. Okay, there's my clue. They're probably down there. So how do I get down here? The question is, how? So we got water. We've got brick walls. We've got these electric little podiums that have been torturing me this whole freaking time. I hate you guys so much. Why, hello there. Hi. Welcome, Bethy Watermelon. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm happy to see you. I am currently suffering a bad case of can't solve this puzzle because I'm stupid. Oh, yes. I'm sorry I kicked you out. I kind of didn't know if the co-op settings were blocking the answer to this problem. But I do have a goal to play with lots of people, and this will be exciting. So I hope you did find something useful in the world while you were out there, because I know that items are limited for upgrades, and some of the best Inazuma characters rely on those glowy mushrooms. Right now, I am suffering from a bad case of I do not know what this is. And I do know that there's a hole up there, which is where I climbed, and it led to me being confuzzled because it took me back outside when I am pretty sure that's not where I want to go. So, yeah, my head hurts. Is that an opening over there, maybe? No, okay. And I've been just booping things with my elemental sight. Oh, it looks like you have some insight. I'm gonna take a peek. Once you finish the quest, there's a second part where the fog comes back and you get a feather to use on the statues to see ghosts of memories. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, one of the worst parts about this is that I can't even find the last 3 feathers I was looking for. I'm stuck in this hole in the ground that I thought led this way, and it apparently doesn't. So I'm unfortunately gonna have to just climb this wall and wander around aimlessly and hope I get an answer. 'Cause, yeah. This is not obvious. Oh, hi. That's a whole completed tree. So what am I missing here? What do? I did that puzzle already. Okay, here's an idea. Let's go all the way back to where we began, and we're just gonna walk through the tunnel again. So let's see. Oh wait, did I take care? I did take care of this a while ago. I've been through all these places. Okay, so we're gonna go back to where the fog began. That's what we'll do. So the fog is approx this way, I think. Let's look at the map. Okay, cool. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna just wait for the request and let you in. I keep switching devices, so my sense of control of Genshin keeps getting thrown off, I swear. I play on my cell phone, I sometimes play with a Bluetooth controller, and then, you know, just out of nowhere, it's like I'll get back on my computer here and it runs delightfully, but the controls are different. Okay. Ah! Kecking, be careful. We gotta go back this way. Okay. Back where I left my boat skis. Hey, fly properly. Left stick. Accept. Okay, so the funniest part is I have no idea like why I keep doing this, but when I play Nintendo Switch, I have a totally different set of buttons, but they all use the same letters, and then I get confused. I'm gonna follow your teleport. Looks like you went all the way over here. Okay. Okay, so we're going here? Alright. We teleport. And I am grateful to have a tour guide through this horrible quest, which has been amazing. I love this quest. I love this island. I've had so much fun here. Oh dear. Low stamina. I hear a hilly turtle. Must assist. Ouch. You know what? Have a Chongling. I am on my way. I just don't let these guys get away. Yeah, that was nice and quick. Woohoo! It's treasure. Every wish counts. What? You got a problem? Oh, what? Is that it? No, that can't be it. That's not it. Okay, but the fog is back. So now I just need to figure out where you went. Because I can't see. Oh no. Yeah, the entrance is around here somewhere. It goes like this way-ish. Yes, this feels right. Yeah, there's the little glowy orb things. Okay, so they're back. That's why. What mean feathers. And then they want to go through here again. That's when they start picking on me. Hey, I found one! Woohoo! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, we don't do that mess. Aww. Gliding. Yeah, I guess I needed to just reset the presence of the feathers, and I didn't realize that because I quit in the middle of this mission before. Yay! Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay. And I guess we are going back to the tree, which I believe is this way. I think. You know what? I think just going out the other end ought to take us. No. We teleport. Yeah. Okay. I'm really good at not knowing where I'm going. That's my specialty. Okay, so map. I think we need to go north. Somebody's an Inazuma fan. And I respect it, because Inazuma great. It goes like this. You either gotta be down with the Liu Hui or the Inazuma, bruh. Uh-oh. Upset Samurai Hilichurl thing is trying to pick fights. Let's leave it. Okay, there's the hole. Aha! The tree! Yay! I forgot that this began with not knowing how to deal with this. That was fun. Let's touch the tree. I did not know they made it so that you could do world quests together with people. If that were the case, I would have done this with Forza. I may help him with his lightning quest, because that one was really wild. Yay! It is done! That's a happy island. Yay! Cutscene time. The perch seems to be in good state. I'm sure the ceremony will go well this time. Easy peasy. We're pretty seasoned travelers after all. The people who came before talked about places called Inazuma, Narukami Island. Are you from Inazura? If you're speaking relatively. Didn't we? Wait a moment. Paimon's almost forgotten that we were here for the Mashiro. We're from a very, very distant place. You choose an interesting tale of your adventures to tell, Taru. You even climbed on top of a dragon? Well, it was pretty uncomfortable. That's so awesome! The world's a big place, kiddo, says Paimon, who is the smallest of emergency food rations. I never knew that there were so many places outside the Sea of Fog. If I leave someday, I'd love to see all of them. They always tell us that our... Yay! Cutscene! Woohoo! If we leave the fog, that the fog protects us from the darkness outside. But I've met quite a few people from outside. That's why I know that the Sea of Silence must be inhabited somehow. You can come with us if you have the chance. Alright, it's a deal then. I bet you this kid is dead though. Once the ceremony's over, let's explore the world outside Surumi Island. I bet you everybody on the island is dead. They're ghosts. They gotta be ghosts. They gotta be ghosts. This has a We Are Ghost vibe. It does. It absolutely does. And I am just going to go ahead and plug back in Barbara because she is useful for this situation. Yes. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, there is a second part. Return to the ceremonial site. I must admit, I am enjoying this. I'm assuming you're watching stream, by the way. That way, I don't have to type because controller's not friendly with typing. And my keyboard also is not friendly with me. But that's another story. Okay, I don't think I want to pick a fight with that. So we're just going to go around and... Nope. Okay, we are going this way. How far are we going here? Yeah, let's just teleport. I'll wait over here. Hello. Such a foggy island. I enjoyed the cats. That was my favorite part. There were so many cats. That was a different island, but there were cats. I've got a bad feeling about this. Uh-oh. Boss fight? Boss fight? Do we get a boss fight? It's a Paimon. Nice. Guess Rue didn't trick us after all. Still, Paimon feels cheated. And what were you cheated out of exactly? They said there'd be a ceremony, and we helped them out with so many things, too. Yeah, they are quite concerning. Yup. Yup. They did vanish. Yes. Okay, let's go back to the ship. To the ship, to the ship, to the ship, ship. Yay! I appreciate it, by the way. Welcome aboard. We have a delightful Discord where we talk about video games, science, food, and all sorts of things. And also, interestingly enough, we also have a YouTube channel where likes and subscribes are literal fuel for the ship. After all, we have cats to feed. Yeah, so I do encourage you come visit more often. We do like people. And I'm going to be playing Tower of Fantasy on Friday to see what the difference is and why people are going through this whole Genshin is being copied by Tower of Fantasy argument. Oh, I am so not chopping up Amethyst today. Nope, nope. I got enough. We just want to go back to the ship. You know, I could teleport. You're right, I could. That is smart. Let's do the teleporting. So yeah, definitely encourage you to come visit us. We would love that. You can find me on YouTube as Captain Croy. You can find me on Discord via any of the links I stash randomly throughout the different profile thingies. And I also have a Twitter because I am a twit. Yay! Awesome. We're back. I think we found the Ma Sharona. Something wrong? Nothing. I'll send you back now. Are you ready to depart? I'm ready. Good. Hop on then. Yeah, even he disappears randomly. Ghost Island. Ghost Island. VTuber got issues with ghosts. I guess we're going back to Rito. After 2 round trips, you should know your way to go now. Cool. Have you ferried lots of people here to Surumi? Silence. I ferry people and goods to Surumi Island, and also the lands across the oceans. It makes no difference to me, so long as Lady Sumida asks it of me. I will do it. Sounds like a long time. I've said too much. Well then, farewell. And then he just disappears. Why do I feel like she is totally like some kind of, I don't know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? She's probably like some kind of priestess or adeptee in disguise, trying to test our fortitude or something. All I know is she's about to gab us to death again and possibly send us back, because she'll want more after we tell her what happened. Because this was not originally about a Mashiro. It was actually about writing inspiration for her, which I really love that Genshin did that. That was super duper cool. By the way, big thank yous for the subscription. Woohoo! Alrighty. Sumida. I really hope you've brought the Mashiro this time, or else my novel will never get written. Oh, come on. A commission of this level was a piece of cake. It was not. We just walked through an entire foggy island, beat up countless robot thingies and other hilichurl-like life forms. And now it's gone. What? Huh. To be honest, I haven't given you a full disclosure either. I did commission other people before sending you. Adventurers, veterans, soldiers, members of Sumeru's Eremites. Students of the Iwakura art. Problem-solving specialists from Yorozuya. Huh? Now that I think about it, such a motley crew would have made for a good story. A team of people with diverse background, characters, and abilities adventuring together. Oh, don't you start. Thank you. Look who's controlled their urge to go off topic. Regardless, they, like you, took this job from me, but they all wound up being unable to retrieve the Mashiro that they could have sworn they got. At first, I thought that they were all just making excuses for their lack of ability, but now that even you, the legendary top-rated adventurer, whom the guild recommends so strongly to me, also encountered this issue, an unattainable commission, vanishing Mashiro, with exploding water jets, thank you, would make a good story, right? That is true, but right now, all I want to finish writing The Chronicles of the Sea Fog, working title. Yeah, I'm kind of concerned too. Yes. There shouldn't be anyone who's heard the sound of the Mashiro, right? If you just say that it makes a wheat noise, no one could tell the difference. The Mashiro, huh? When I awoke, insert Mashiro sound here, echoed through the bone-ashen fog that surrounded me. I felt as if I were in a dream, so I kept lying there. The sand lay against my cheek, telling me that my dream was set on a beach. Insert aforementioned noise here grew even louder, and only then did I call like a lightning bolt, piercing the fog, that promise I made with a friend. Only then did I recall that this world was not all beaches and sea, but cities and trees also. I'd give that passage an 8 out of 10. What are you even talking about? Okay, fine. Why don't you just say wheat? Is there any other way? If you don't mind, I can contact all the other people who took this commission before. Perhaps a discussion might yield some breakthrough. Okay, fine. Fine. No harm in trying, please. Yakety, 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 do the thing. Paimon, come back. You know, I think Paimon did eat the Mashiro. I do. After all, Paimon's always talking about what to eat. In any which case, I feel as though I have succeeded in completing one part of that horrid quest chain, and so I might as well go talk to the Adventurers Guild and see if they have more for me. Dear Adventurers Guild, aren't you, like, over here? No, nope, further back this way. Still getting used to this, particular city, which is nice and compact, at least. Okay, there's the food. And then Adventurers Guild. Nope, not here. What about here? Here. Okay, there's Catherine. How could I miss Catherine? Okay. I apparently can't talk to Catherine while in co-op mode. So I will need to momentarily disband us. If you would like to join again once we're in a smack it around kind of situation, or alternatively, if you like to do some grinding, I do have some resin to spend if you're interested. Because the next part, I believe, needs to be activated by conversation. Yeah, because it's removed now. World crest. Yep. So, how about this? I happen to have a need to smack the crap out of a pyro, I think it's called a pyro cube, pyrostasis, hypostasis. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look and see where that is here in Inazuma. Because I believe that's available now. Because I'm in the zooms. Yes. Navigate. Has not yet been unlocked on my map. Curses! Okay. Why don't we just kill a big flower instead? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. We are going to Liyue. We are going to head to Quijue Slopes teleport thingy. Yeah. So we can at least kill a pyro just fine. I would be happy with that on account of, yeah, I'm trying to upgrade some fire type characters. So if you'd like to join me there, because apparently I cannot continue this quest unless I talk to Catherine. Let's see. And also, stream has about 10 minutes left, so we might as well hit like a couple of nasty boss faces. Alrighty. I think we're going this way. I do need that rock down there, but I think I am Gucci because I do have Ningwang. Did you leave already? Oh, you are here. Okay. I am at the lair. It is here, down in this hole in the ground. Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's go. I heard you like lightning. I heard you like water. Oh, you didn't like that, did you? Uh-huh. Woo! Somebody is shocky. Who that you using? Is that Yaimiko doing all that? Wow. Is that Kujo Sara doing all that? I can Pikachu too. See how fast we can kill it. That's so crazy. And that's how you pick a large weed. Yay! Original resin. So we got Everseed Flame, and we got the fire thingies. Woohoo! Awesome. I'm happy. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. What's another thing to kill? I have been kind of dogpiling on the electrohypostasis. So if you want to do that one, unless you have a creature you are into. Let's see. Do you have a creature you're into? Anything you need for your peeps? Anyone you need to kill? Because I'm going electrohypostasis if that's the case, if there's nobody to kill. I'm gonna teleport. Here we go. Boop. I do love that I can literally sneeze myself into a different country. That's kind of nice. And then if we're fighting electrohypostasis, we need to change our team to... Let's go. Dear Sweet Ganyu. And let's go Benny. Yeah. Huh? What? Oh, we got 2 Bennies? Okay, let's go Shanling. There we go. Now the party's adorable. Oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's go ahead and get this one, and then I will join you for a Pyro Cube. That sounds like fun. I just have a cube to freeze. I'm not here. Ah! Can we talk about this? Yeah, that's an occurrence when it comes to Twitch. It's sort of normal. In like a mildly annoying way. That is totally not your fault. Hey, get back here. Benny is such a great healer. He really is. Okay. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Yeah, I think it hurts. We beat it up. Hey, Gladiator's Destiny. I almost have the Gladiator set finished. How awesome. Okay, so let me go ahead and close the room and join up on you. Okay. Boop. Boop. Resin, resin, little star. And now, let's find our buddy who we just got. What? Huh? Wrong button. Yeah. Twins. Why, that's a Liam. World level 6. Egats. For me to join you, I need to upgrade myself to world level 5. And I do not believe I am strong enough. And then you would need to downgrade yourself to world level 5. So, let's see here. World level. Revert. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay. Fans.
休んで
I still cannot join. Here, let's use the chat. Boop.
どうでしょうか
Let's see. Add participant. Okay. Cool. Thank yous. Sure, I will survive. LOL. Okay, so let's press that button. Let's go to the friends. Oh no, it still says world level 6.
芝生
Let's see when it updates.
寝転がると大地の鼓動が聞こえてきます
Friends? Oh no. It still treats it like it's world level 6. Seems like it is still WL6 in my view. Not sure how to fix.
穏やかな雰囲気とても好きです
Oh. Well, I guess it's worth a shot. Let's close and reboot. Yeah, that was fun playing around. Let's go back in for just a second. And then I guess we can push stream until like 9:30, but then after that I gotta go get cat litter because destructive cats are destructive cats. I mean, trust me, they're not dying. They just had the best meal of their lives. Like, bears a picky, but oh no, 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 I'm leaving. No, no. It's chasing me. Just, no, sir. I shall not. Okay. Okay. Now let's see what happens here. Flans. Is it world level 5 now? Yeah, Tignari is hot. Ain't nothing wrong with being gay. If you were gay, that'd be okay. Tignari's hot. And that is a-okay. Woohoo! Alrighty. So, I do believe we have a hypostasis to kill. I believe it is a Bernie one. I think that's in the Inazuma region to the south. Kanazuma Isle? Kanazuma Isle. Okay. I wonder why it's not unlocked for me. Oh, that must be the section that's underground. I also have a character, Shikanoin Heizo, that has to be underground in order to get his upgrades. Oh, wow. Everything is dangerously strong. Oh, happy day. I'm taking that. I took your crab. Hope you don't mind. I took another one of your crabs. Oh, dear. Okay, that's a vibe. Oh, hey. You've got a, an electro oculi over here. Yay, new entry. Okay, so it looks like it's got a defensive wall here. I like that it rolls.
次の仕事は手強い
Okay. Fortunately, Ganyu's damage is way above the line for what it should be right now because I gave her Venti's bow, and Venti's bow is busted. Hey, 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 hey! Ah! Uh-oh. Ooh, ha, ooh. I have no idea what's going on anymore. It's just too rapid. I'm gonna blow you up aggressively. Oh, this thing has bleed damage too? Oh no, it doesn't have bleed damage, it has rage. Okay. I'm just gonna bow and arrow these things down and hope they die eventually. Oh, oh. Okay, so that never changes. Wow! Shocky. What you doing now, huh? Okay. Did that get them all? Oh, wow. This is going smoothly for being world level 5. Ouch. What? How did I not take damage from that? I'm so confused. Oh. You're getting hurt in the face with my fancy sword. A festering desire to beat your face in. Ah. Yo, way to blow up the things really fast. Oh, okay. I don't want to be there. No? I'm okay with here, though. We better switch to Ganyu, because he's about to do his gimmick. Get frosty. Is that it? That's it? No gimmick? Ha! No gimmick. I appreciate there not being a gimmick. And I did need these. Okay, so I am curious if you can help me with this creature. I am looking for an enemy that spawns in the underground chasm. It is effectively able to give... Nope, not this one. Hold on. I will find it. I think this is it. Let's see. I need to find him. My character, Shikanoin Hazel. There's Pretty Boy Hazel. So, I need what is called a runic fang. So, if you happen to know where we can grab a runic fang, that would be greatly appreciated. To closer specify the runic fang, I will actually need to go back into this here menu where Pretty Boy Hazel hangs. And, let's see. They are dropped by level 30 plus rune serpents, which I believe can only be found underground. Oh, have you run into the rune serpents at all, or is that a negatory? Oh, that's nothing to apologize about. You've literally introduced me to the flame stasis thingy. And Inazuma's kind of huge. It's like the opposite of small. But if that is not available, then I suppose I guess the only other thing that is on my list to do is to probably, you know, I don't think there's anything in the country of Inazuma that I particularly need. Although this hydro hypostasis might be fun. If you're cool with that one, we could beat that one's face in. And I'm pretty sure if we just like go to that upper area here, then we can glide to it really quickly. Because, yeah, the electro elemental gives a nice little perch for us to travel with. It's just free flight. Oh, this is not where I thought it was. Oh, I just spoiled myself. Nope, not here. Yeah! I'm embarrassed. I don't know where I'm going. Okay, so let's try that again. I want to go to this. And I do see a boat thing, but it looks like you went this way, and I'm trusting you on that one because I do not know how to get to the water thing. Yay! Let us travel to the moist cube. Oh yeah, I have really spoiled myself. This place is hella pretty. I have so many questions. So many questions. Oh, I guess we're going this way? Yup. So, the character you have is an electro catalyst user? I love that. I was powering up my Lisa for the same reason. I believe that's Yai Miko, right? Ah, that's awesome. Kokomi. She has short sword and water abilities. She's like the Inazuma Keking, I think. Ouch! Ganyu! Ganyu, help! Ganyu, help! Oh, 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 oh! Can you, like, stop living, please? I humbly ask that you not be alive. Hey, iframes. Just to keep myself... Oh, it can heal. What? How do hurt? Did it damage me with rain? Okay. So many questions. This thing is brutal. Ouch. Oh, ooh. Like, I have been reduced to grunting desperately and afraid. I mean, it does respond a little to frozen damage, just doesn't stop. Okay. Ganyu says, have some arrows. Oh, is it gonna drink from this guy? Is that how we stop it? Oh, cool. It heals us? Oh, I'm learning. Uh-oh. Bad. We are not alive right now. I need to feed my characters things in the middle of a battlefield. Ah! Okay, that's really pretty. But also, that's really horrible. I'm so glad I can electrocute things. Okay. So you're gonna do that. Okay, I get it. Okay, back off. We're gonna go Ganyu. Let's go Keking. And of course, right as the circle goes down, it goes back up. Rude. Very rude. Oh, that looks different. What's that? Okay. So, I guess we should not let these live, because they will heal. Okay. Get in there. I am so glad Benny's here. Benny's circle is like the best circle. You can just like forget the rules and just stand in the circle and be okay. Okay, obviously we gotta kill these things. Okay, cool. So that thing died. I am electrocuting you aggressively. No, don't heal it. No. Crimey. Really? Did you just hit me with a GameCube emulator? I got smacked by dolphins. I do take offense to that. Oh. No, you don't. I literally use that for the iframes. I do. Okay, cool. We got that far. Okay. We're gonna make it difficult for anything to get close. Now, eyes on the prize. Where's the target? Where's the target? We did it! It's water, basically. Big thank you. Also, totally jelly of that short sword you got there. That's fabulous. That is absolutely fabulous. Thank you for the adventure through Inazuma. I do have to get going now, but it has been quite chill. And so, I bid you farewell. Hope we run into each other again. And with that, I have to poke this button, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night for stream. Thank you for coming out. We did quite enjoy, and